Leo, this is your message, and I am doing what I do, driving and pulling cards. I shuffle the deck. I'm using the Pixel Tarot deck, and we're going to see what we got. Now, I'm thinking I have no idea what kind of spread I'm doing. I'm going to pull just a general reading and see what we get. I'm going to pull 3 cards, and we're going to go from there. Alright, so you got the 2 of Cups, the Fool, and the Magician. Alright. So it looks to me, Leo, like you're manifesting a relationship, a new start, some kind of collaboration. That's what's going on, or if not, that's maybe what's to come. For some of you guys, it could also be something that you just went through, like something that just happened. But overall, I pulled to know that this was going to be your reading. I actually pulled the 7 of Wands, which is for Leo, in my opinion. So I pulled for your cards, the 3 cards, like your energy, your situation, literally. And I think it's something new, or something that's going to be a new type feeling, a new idea. But anyway, it's a collaboration. It's a good thing. It's not just a relationship, and it very well could be, but I do feel that it's not, it's something deeper than that, because you got the Magician. It's something that you've manifested. It's something that this person and you can take something and make nothing into something. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Now, I also just pulled the 2 of Pentacles, and so maybe you're doing a lot of stuff right now. Maybe you might be juggling a lot of things. I don't mean people. It doesn't have to mean people. It can mean that you're trying to handle your money, but you're juggling it around. Maybe you could be paying off Peter to pay Paul type thing, or whatever they say, however they say that shit. But I think it's, you're literally moving your debt around. It doesn't feel like it's being taken care of, but at the same time, it's not necessarily like you're you could be in a lot of debt, but it's not like it's bearing down on you. You know what I mean? It's just that there are some things, you're juggling a lot of different debts right now, possibly new debts. You might have taken on a new bill or a new asset, new liability, who knows? But right now that's in your energy. You're thinking about that a lot. You may be late on it, or either it's about to be due and you don't know if you have all the money for it and to be able to live comfortably after you pay it. That could definitely be some of you. Let's see. Alright, so basically you got the 4 of Swords right now. So you're basically resting on this truth. I think that, I know this might be all over the place, I'm going with it, so y'all deal with it, I'm sorry. I feel like there's you are bringing the truth to somebody, or either you're resting on something that you should bring up with somebody. I don't know if you know something that somebody doesn't know that needs to know, but honestly, I think that the best bet for you to do right now is do exactly what you're doing, which is nothing. Stay out of it, because it'll stab you back, it'll backfire. I have a feeling like at some point in time, this person will know what they need to know. And this isn't for everybody, it's just very particular, so it's only probably for a few of you. But, you may know this thing, and it may be bothering you to know that this other person needs to know something they don't know. I hope to God this makes sense. But whatever it is, don't worry about it. Honestly, your best bet, seriously, is to stay out of it. The truth always comes to the light, and you don't have to bring it up. It's not for you to bring up, okay? So make sure you remember that whenever you feel like you need to tell somebody something. It's just going to be spreading gossip around, and if you do that, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. Just saying, don't do it. I have no idea. You're pulling a lot of 4s, so if anybody's got 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. If that's your number 4, it doesn't matter. Anything with 4s, this is relevant to you then, because I'm pulling a lot on 4s. So I think this is relevant for a reason. And we're bouncing back to your new relationship, obviously. So in order for you to be successful and to have whatever the things you need that you can feel good with in this relationship, don't spread gossip. It's going to cause stress and strife where it need not be. And that not spreading this gossip may be what leads you into a better place as far as your relationship and relationships with other people go. So let's just not do that, and you keep that 4 of Wands mentality where, you know, you're passing through the gate into something that you happy about. Celebrate it because it's better this time around than it was last time. Alright, and you're pursuing this with a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of drive. You've got a new, like a second wind towards it. Does that make any sense? I don't think you were really you were feeling it, but you weren't 100% like, is this person for real this time? Or is the situation for real this time? Because you've been let down a lot. But it is going better, and excuse me guys, sorry. But it's going better, and it has you in that place where you can let your guard down a little bit. And that's a great thing, because you're always so uptight. And you're pursuing this with a lot more than you would have. You're finally balancing things out. You're giving what you need to be giving to the right people, perhaps, for once. I don't think that you're doing the wrong things anymore. I think you're starting to put things in their place. And I don't mean in a bad way. I mean put them literally in their place in your life. Like you're taking inventory. You're like, where does this person fit? Who is this? What is this? What is this job? Does this fit? It could be anything or everything. It could be more than one thing. But you're taking these things into consideration about what you want. And you're actually starting to try to not feel guilty when you make yourself happy. A lot of times you do a lot of things from selfish means, but a lot of times you don't. You know what I mean? Just like every other human being out there. So no one can say anything about you without having fingers pointing back at them. And it doesn't matter anyways. I always like to think that sometimes what other people think of me is none of my business. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that would help you. But just keep doing what you're doing. You got temperance, so yes, keep doing what you're doing, because by you refraining from entertaining this bullshit, you're rising above everything. You're rising above the bullshit. So, because you just pulled temperance. So, either you're dealing with a Sag, or either at the same time, if you're not, or you don't have Sagittarius in your chart heavy, it's obvious that you're healing from the things that you have had to deal with, and you're refraining from entertaining more crap that doesn't serve you. Like I said, you're taking that inventory of things, you're putting it in place, and you're starting to see where everything belongs. Yep. You're literally contemplating. You're waiting on the things that are meant for you to come to you, because if they're meant for you, then you know they will find you. That's how that works. You know, it could happen anywhere, anytime, any place, but if something is meant to be for you, you don't have to go out and hunt it. It's going to fall in your lap when it's supposed to fall in your lap. So you're waiting on your ships to come in. You know, you're waiting on whatever it is you need to have. You're waiting on it to come down and for you to be able to have it, because you know that deep down it's meant for you, and that it's going to come, and it comes at its time, at its own time, and when it's ready. Yes, and that's justice, man. It's justice. So that's exactly how everything goes. That's how everything's supposed to go. You're balancing the things out that need to be balanced. You put a lot with scales and lots of different things that have to do with balancing, Leo. So that tells me that it's either for half of you, you are balancing things perfectly in your life, and for the other half of you, you probably should work on balancing some things, and so you're not so overwhelmed. Sometimes it's best just to write everything down, whatever's in your head, whatever's bothering you. That way, at least then it's written down and you can kind of relax. Some people don't like to write, but I find that writing is very therapeutic, and it can be. You literally just pulled the 10 of damn wands. So you've been carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders, and you've been carrying a lot of other people's weight, if that makes any sense. Everything that you've been doing and all this work you've been putting in, you have literally been through hell and back in some aspects in different ways, and you've dealt with a lot of shit that most people wouldn't have dealt with. And not only that, you've forgiven, and that's what makes you so special and so amazing, is because you really have forgiven from the bottom of your heart, because you know that, and this is what I'm saying about learning, you actually learn that it does you more good. And even if you have to think about it that way, so be it. You know what I mean? Because in the end, it's the best way to be. And you put bygones, let them be bygones. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And that's how you let things roll off of you. And since you've done that, you have found less stress, less anxiety, less panic attacks, less chest pains, less headaches. Let's be real here. You're starting to understand how connected that pain and that depression and that anger is with your physical symptoms in your body. how it does make a difference, and your outlook is becoming slightly optimistic, which is a change from how you've been lately, because you used to be that way, but you're not anymore, and you want to be back more in that energy, and I feel like you're working towards all those things, and you should be very proud of yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy after you've been through what you've been through, but you've got it. You got all the wands, baby. You have got every single one of them. You fought hard. You stood up for yourself. You stood up for others at some times. You did what you needed to do, and you're starting to see the things that you worked very hard for pay off. And it's finally about time. You know what I mean? And you're happy. Now, there is some situation going on around you where you're worried about your home. Like I said, you were juggling a lot of bills, a lot of different things. So I think that it's possible some of you guys are worried you may lose a home, or that somebody around you could be losing a home and they may need to come stay with you. I mean, I don't know. It's one of them. It's one of them too. Yet you're offering what you can offer. Like you would be coming in with a small offer, but you mean it from the bottom of your heart. Like, you know, you want to pay this, you want to, but you don't have enough right now. And you'll offer what you can and what you have, but you still know that's not enough right now. But you need to stop worrying so much. I think a lot of the anxiety and stuff that you still do have, you can't do anything about it anyway. Go ahead and talk to that person and set it aside and let them know that what's going on. But after you do that, let it go for right now until you get money to pay it. Because there's nothing you can do in the meantime but go out and make the money and try to pay it. But while you're making the money and while you're doing whatever you can to try to make this money, you can't stop worrying so hard. Stop worrying so much. Because you are doing the things you need to be doing in order to make this money. It isn't like you have to come up with a way to make it. You already have the way. You just got to let time pass and let a couple shifts go down and you'll have enough. But until then, and in that moment, you're just going to have to maintain your cool a little bit and calm down some. And once you do that, you really will be able to feel like you paid everything, and you're going to be happy. You're going to be in a place like, haha, I paid everything. You're going to feel better because it's paid, obviously, and you're going to be in a good mentality, in a good place. You're going to feel much better, and then you'll be in this energy of your next decision, your next thing that you've got to worry about and do, your next bill, because you do have more than one that needs to be paid right now. I think there's probably 2 or 3. Yep, and once you do that, it'll be starting all over again. You get Ace of Wands, new refreshness, new era, new you again, and it'll be time to start all over again and do it again. But it's with much drive and passion and love that you do these things, and you're very proud of yourself because you worked hard. And yes, some of you may have overextended yourself, but it's cool because you know you can pay. You just got to get on the track, and you got to figure out this budget thing because you haven't had to pay these bills yet. So really, we can just blame it on that and move forward. Just figure out what's due on what day. Like I said, write it all down if you have to. Write down anything. It doesn't matter if it's just about bills. Write down anything that you just are so worried about all the time and get it out there, and you'll feel better about it. Some of you, it may even stop being in your head so much. All right, Leo, that's all I got for you right now, babies. It's getting dark, and I'm driving and pulling cards, so I'm not going to be able to safely drive and pull cards anymore. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.